The mysteries that lie within the depths of the ocean are still yet to be unraveled by human beings. With more than 90% of the sea left unexplored, one can only imagine the kind of creatures that might inhabit it and just how deadly they can be if they're making their way through the deep, dark unknown. From giant sea spiders that suck the life out of their prey to the alien-like Magnapinna Squids and the creepy Barrelfish. In this video, we're taking a look at the sea creatures that will give you the chills. Number 10. The Deadly Magnapinna. Also known as the Bigfin Squid, the Magnapinna isn't an ordinary squid. With its long arms, this deep-sea squid easily stretches out to 1.5 miles in terms of length, resembling an alien-like creature that is barely ever spotted by humans until it decides to emerge from the depths of the ocean to more shallow waters. Looking at this Magnapinna, you can easily see its giant fins and elephant-like ears with arms and tentacles that seem to be never-ending. These squids are some of the most exclusive creatures out in the ocean and are found only in select few regions of the world, and that too thousands of miles below human reach. And while it might look like the Magnapinna is just floating through the sea aimlessly, these squids have an incredible sense of direction with their long fins that help them determine where the water current is actually going. The Magnapinna squid has only been spotted 8 times by humans, and just one look at this magnificent sea monster is enough to send anyone running. Number 9. Fish with transparent head. Also known as the barrel eye, the Magnapinna microstoma looks like something straight out of a scientific fiction film. Known as one of the weirdest creatures to have ever been discovered in the sea, this unusual fish lives 1,000 meters underwater. What really makes these fish as creepy as they are is their transparent, fluid-filled head along with their large tubular eyes that are always rotating inside, helping them look around in all directions without ever having to move their entire head. As functional as these strange eyes are, seeing the sight of a spookfish's eyes rotating inside its head in real life is about as scary as it gets. Barrel-eye fish are wild sea creatures that are hard to come across, which is why not much is known about them. However, what makes them so fascinating is the fact that their head and eyes are capable of filtering out the light from the sun, helping them spot their prey faster than any other creature in the sea. And while these creatures don't pose any threat to humans, they are still scary looking enough to give you nightmares for days. Number 8. Giant sea spiders suck the fluid out of their prey. Spiders are pretty common on land, but there are only one species of spider that has managed to survive deep in the water. Living at a depth of about 2,300 feet in the ocean, these sea spiders are common in tide pools, but most of them live deep in the ocean. Also referred to pycnogonids, these deep-sea spiders can easily grow up to over 20 inches with 8 long legs that actually contain all of the spider's vital organs inside them. These fascinating spiders are found in oceans all over the world. They also use their long legs to trap their prey, blocking their airways. Holding the reputation for being one of the largest species of spiders in the whole world, sea spiders are definitely one of the scariest creatures in the sea. These spiders are incredibly mobile and can easily walk or swim through the water with their legs. But what's really creepy is how they feed on their prey. This sea spider actually keeps itself full by sucking the bodily fluids from other marine animals. Number 7. Vampire lamprey fish. Vampires are very real. They just live inside the ocean. Belonging to a rare species of jawless parasites, the lamprey fish are some of the most invasive species in the ocean. With their bat-like wings, lamprey fish resemble eels with bodies made up of cartilage, very similar to sharks. They breathe through 7 gill openings behind their mouth and eyes. Usually, these sea vampires don't come after humans, but when they turn aggressive, there's no stopping them. However, with their predatory behaviors, these fish cause a lot of harm to water populations as they feed on excessive amounts of certain fish, contributing to their extinction. This lamprey is seen feeding on a poor salmon with its ring of sharp teeth that the lamprey has used to get a grip on its host. Once they're stuck to the host, these fish create suction with their round mouth, sucking their prey's blood, just like vampires. Number 6. Goliath tigerfish attacks man. With their razor-sharp teeth, Goliath tigerfish can easily grow up to 5 feet long, making them some of the most dangerous creatures in the sea, not just because of their size and strength, but also because this species is extremely territorial. Tigerfish have stripes all over their bodies and are considered to be the deadliest creatures in African waters. Native to the Congo River Basin, these fish are 70 pounds heavy and deadly enough to fight off crocodiles with their razor-sharp teeth that help them tear their prey apart. As long as you don't invade their space, you're safe. But as soon as they feel like they're threatened, they won't think twice before unleashing their fury. Just like this tigerfish that goes after a human when he unknowingly invades the fish's privacy, according to statistics, at least 373,000 people have been killed by tiger attacks between 1800 and 2009. So this man was lucky to make it out. Number 5. Mysterious Squid Sighting. Juvenile Dutis porteri, also known as the Bigfin squid, is unlike any other slimy creature within its species. While most squids are relatively harmless and born with 8 arms along with 2 tentacles, the Bigfin squid comes with 6 arms that are longer than the creature's tentacles, helping them attain incredible lengths. These squids have arms that are covered by a huge number of suckers that they use to move around and stick to their prey. But even after all of this, not much is known about this mysterious squid species because of how rare they are. Number 4. Monster Jellyfish. Jellyfish are as harmless as sea creatures get, but not all species of jellyfish are the same. The Stygiomedusa giganta jellyfish, also known as the giant phantom jelly, this monster jellyfish grows up to about 33 feet in length and is known as the guardian of the underworld because of its size. While not much is known about this critter since it lives so deep within the ocean, what we do know is that it's one of the largest invertebrate predators out in the waters. This jellyfish is born with draping structures that might look like tentacles, but they are really called oral arms that are used for feeding by helping the jellyfish envelop their prey within seconds. Number 3. Deep-sea superorganism. Growing up to over 130 feet in length, deep-sea siphonophores are some of the most scary-looking sea monsters that lurk in the shadows underwater. These siphonophores might seem like the largest deep-sea creatures you have ever seen, but in reality, a single siphonophore is a colony of tons of individual jellyfish-like animals that live, breathe, eat, and function together as a single entity sharing the same genetic material. These are essentially zooids that were all born from the same egg, but are now individual organisms that live together as one. You can see here how all of these organisms move together in sync with one another. With its long tentacles, a siphonophore bite leaves red stings all over human skin, with burning and swelling that might even be fatal in some cases. The most common siphonophore that's found in the ocean is the poisonous Physalia, also known as the Portuguese man-o'-war. Number 2. Deep Sea Isopods. Despite being much smaller in size than sharks, sea isopods can be just as deadly. Living at depths of 1,200 feet and greater, they have an oblong body, 4 sets of jaws, and very large compound eyes. At maturity, they can grow up to 18 inches in length and weigh up to 3 pounds. With its incredible strength, this isopod right here managed to capture a whole shark between its jaws, chomping down till the fish had to give in. Holding the reputation for being the greatest scavengers in the sea, isopods have dozens of sharp claws on the underside of their body, helping them latch on to their prey in an instant. These giant isopods live on the sea floor in certain parts of the world, including the Gulf of Mexico, where they're rarely ever spotted, making them one of the most mysterious sea creatures to ever exist. Number 1. Fang Two Fish. Most fish aren't really known for their teeth. In fact, most fish in the ocean don't even have any teeth, except for a few exceptions, of course. This fish is literally called Fang Two Fish because it's born with teeth that look just like fangs. This species actually has the largest teeth-to-body ratio compared to their counterparts, so technically they have the largest teeth in fish ever. With all these teeth, these creatures really do pack a pretty intense bite. That's not really the only scary thing about them though. Their whole bodies are covered in zombie-like scales that almost make them look like their skin is dead and burnt. If that wasn't bad enough, to really add to this scary factor, it also has eyes that straight up look dead. This zombie fish lives in the twilight zone of the ocean, which is around 1,000 meters below the surface. Imagine you're just swimming in the deep sea, and suddenly one of these zombie-looking things just pop out of nowhere, with its sharp teeth leaving no chance for its prey to escape. Alright, comment down below what you want to see next. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Wildly for more. See you in the next one.